Now, family, did you know that when you tend to complain, it don't matter about whatever you complain about, you make yourself a victim? Why do you want to fall into a victim mentality? Versus when you speak out, that's when you standing in your power. So the next time you complain, think about how you making yourself a victim. Instead of making yourself a victim, go ahead and speak out and stand in your power. Did you know that every time you complain, you are in non-acceptance of what is? Why continue to carry around that negative charge unconsciously? That's why I'm telling you, self-awareness is key. Start becoming aware of what you are doing, what you are saying, what you are thinking, so that you can stop carrying around that negative charge unconsciously. You got to become conscious. So instead of complaining, you can choose to change the situation. You can choose to stand in your power and speak out, or you can choose to continue to remain a victim. You can accept it, or you can continue to complain about it. Choice. Presence. Is this good enough for you right now? What's going on right now in this current moment? Is it good enough for you? Or would you rather be somewhere else? Why do you continue to resist the now, the present? Why? So let's say right now you're not happy in your environment. You're not happy with what's going on right now. It's 3 different things you can do. The first thing you can do is remove yourself from the situation. Go ahead and leave, cut. The second thing you can do is change it. The third thing you can do is accept it. Just accept what it is. You must keep your inner space. This inner space, you got to keep that clean. You got to take responsibility for what is going on in your life, like now. Like when it comes to those 3 options, choose either one of them now. So you can choose to leave the situation, you can choose to accept it for what it is, or you can choose to change it and then follow up by accepting the consequences. No more negativity, no more excuses, no more psychic pollution. Now, if you want to be in control of your life, you got to take responsibility. So family, say you choose to go ahead and leave the situation or you choose to change it. What I need for y'all to do is go ahead and drop, just go ahead and drop that negativity. I'm telling you, action arising out of insight is way more effective than action arising out of negativity. So go ahead and drop the negativity. Let me ask you this. Is fear preventing you from taking action? Remember, some action, any type of action, is better than no action. So is it fear? That's how you choose to take no action, right? Guess what's going to happen? You're going to remain stuck. And when you remain stuck, you ain't learning shit. You ain't learning nothing, right? So why remain stuck and learn nothing? Versus if it was a mistake, say it was a mistake, right? Guess what? You learned something and it's no longer a mistake now. So you can either choose to grow or you can choose to stay stuck. It is fear, right? That's keeping you back. That's keeping you stuck. First thing I need you to do is acknowledge that fear. Acknowledge it. Be present with that fear. Sit with that fear. Don't fight against it, because what resists shall persist, right? So go ahead and acknowledge that fear, sit with that fear, and don't allow it to conquer you, but just allow your body to process that fear. So make sure you're using the power of the now so that the fear won't rise up in your mind. Be present in the now. That way you could just release and let go of that fear instead of it conquering you, right? So say you can't change whatever is going on in the now and you ain't feeling it, you ain't digging it. What you can do is remove yourself from the situation and go ahead and let go of all that inner resistance. We're choosing to let go of that false, that unhappy, that part of ourself that loves misery, that part of ourself that loves having a pity party, that part of ourself that loves resentment. It can't survive no more. Why? Because we are being present in the now. So go ahead and release and let go of that false self of you. Let it go. What this is called is surrender. Yeah, surrender. A lot of people like to look at surrender as weakness. Surrender is not a weakness. It's actually a strength. Go ahead and free yourself internally from the situation by surrendering. Just go ahead and free yourself from the situation. Surrender. Go ahead and take a look at the situation. Do you notice or see how the situation has changed? Do you see how you have set yourself free by not complaining and being the victim? Because you took responsibility, because you took charge of your life to either take any one of those 3 directions, whether it was to leave, to change, or to accept it for what it is. There is no inner conflict. There is no inner resistance. There is no inner negativity. Use the sword of truth to cut through all of those illusions. If there's something that you need to be doing, get your ass up and go ahead and do it. Stop procrastinating. Stop being lazy. You know what you got to do. Do you find yourself so busy, focused on the future that you ain't present? It causes you to be stressed. Do you know what stress is? Stress is being here but wanting to be there. Stress is being in the present but wanting to be in the future. It just tears a split. It's like it just splits us in half. It tears a split within. Don't do that to yourself. Stop resisting the present. and projecting yourself into the future, can we be here now? Can you learn to just enjoy the flow of the energy? The flow of the high energy in the moment of the now instead of projecting yourself into the future? Just test it out. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Be present. See, now you ain't no longer stressed. That breath did something to you, right? See, now you ain't no longer split yourself into two. Just allow yourself to go with the flow. Learn to observe the mind and just smile at it. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts can be changed. Change those people who are always stuck in the past. It don't matter. You may be talking about your accomplishments, your awards, the good, positive things that happened in the past, or you may be talking about the victim story and how your life was so fucked up. Whatever the case may be, do you find yourself always living in the past? If so, you got to stop doing this. You got to stop doing this. All you're doing is aging yourself. Why bring the past into the present moment? Why continue to live in the past? You can't create the future if you living in the past, because this moment right now, you focus on the past. Come on, stop doing that. Stop doing that to yourself. You're beautiful. You're young. Stop aging yourself. You want to put this to the test? You want to test this out? Go ahead and observe those around you that's always talking about the past, that's always living in the past, and see how their life is. See how they aging. Let go of the past. You don't need it. I understand that we went through a whole lot of things in the past, and it is the reason why we are the person we are today, right? But you got to let the past go. Stop bringing up the past unless it is relevant to the present moment. If it's not relevant to the present moment, let it go. Let it go. Let it feel your presence. Feel the power of the moment. Feel the power of just being now. Stop creating fear by projecting yourself into an imaginary future situation because you're so anxious and having anxiety about what is going on now. I told you the 3 things you can do. Stop projecting that fear. Why you do that to yourself? Stop. How you gonna cope with a situation that don't exist? Feel your inner energy field. Be present in the moment. Focus on your breathing. Family, when you really take the time out to focus on your breathing, really be present in the moment, you're going to feel that air flow in and out of your body. I'm telling you, just test it out. Test it out. Let's just take 1 minute. I ain't going to take a minute. Y'all take a minute. Just take 1 minute and really focus on your breath and tell me what you notice. Tell me what you peep. Tell me what you see. A lot of y'all be saying y'all got these problems, y'all got these issues, y'all got all this shit going on in your life, but what problem do you have right now? I'm talking about right now, not in the future, not tomorrow, right now. Some of y'all may say, I got bills today. You got bills to pay today? And some of y'all may say, whatever it is that you may say, it's not no freaking problem or issue that's going on right now. That shit is in the future and you projecting that shit into your now. Stop doing that. Game right quick. I'm going to give you a little tip, just from my heart to yours, right? Where focus goes, energy flows. So if you focus on those bills, you focus on whatever issue or problem, that's what you choose to look at it, problem. If you focus on that, guess what? You're going to push more energy toward that. You're going to manifest more experiences that is around whatever it is that issue or problem you're facing. Stop doing that. Focus on the good, not the lack and the fear. Some of us need to reevaluate our goals, like really look at our goals and ask ourselves, is this goal taken away from the present moment? Is it taking the joy out of life? Are we waiting to accomplish this goal before we start living life? If so, you need to reevaluate them goals, baby. Because the goals, it shouldn't be forceful. Your goals, it shouldn't take the joy out of your life. Your goals shouldn't take away from the present moment. Like, have a labor of love. Like, really just have joy in whatever it is you do. You did develop this mind pattern. Guess what? You'll never enjoy the present moment because you'll be so focused on the future and whatever goals you have. What's going to do is lead to permanent dissatisfaction. You will never feel fulfillment. You will never be fulfilled, man. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen to me. I'm telling y'all, I'm learning this now. Why are you waiting to start living? What you waiting on? Why are you waiting to start living? What are you waiting on? Get your ass up and get to work. Stop waiting. You've been waiting all these years. It ain't where it gets you. Stop waiting. Get up. Stop procrastinating. Go ahead and get moving. You know that waiting is a state of mind? Basically, you're saying, hey, I want what's in the future. I don't care about what's going on now. I want what's out there. Now what's going on here? Man, y'all be so focused on the goddamn future. But how the hell you gonna create the future if you ain't present in now? And do you really think the universe, the divine infinite all, is gonna give you more if you don't appreciate what you have right now? So many people be in the energy of lack, in the energy of fear, and so woe is me, having a fucking pity party. Nigga, pick yourself up and get to work. You know what you gotta do. Stop doing that. Like, for real, I'm gonna keep saying this line throughout the whole video. Stop doing that shit until y'all fucking understand. Let me just put this on your mental, on your mind. Every time you choose to wait, you are creating unconsciously inner conflict within yourself between the future and the now. Don't do that to yourself. Stop. Continue to lose the quality of your life by reducing the present moment. Family, what I need you to understand is life is primary. You cannot improve your life, but you can improve your life situation, and ain't nothing wrong with wanting to do so. Understand that life is your deepest inner being. It's already whole. It's already complete. It's already perfect. So improve your life situations and stop trying to focus on improving your life because it's already whole. It's already complete. It's already perfect. Situations, it's totally different than life itself, right? Life situations consist of experiences and circumstances in which you can change, in which you can improve. Earlier I did talk about goals, and there's nothing wrong with achieving goals. There's nothing wrong with setting goals. There's nothing wrong with doing things in order for you to create the future. But the mistake lies in when you try to utilize that for the feeling of. Let's use this for example. A lot of people be wanting prosperity, right? Guess what? Prosperity ain't gonna come to you in the future if you ain't grateful for what you have now. If you ain't grateful for where you are now, if you ain't showing gratitude for what you have now, for who you are now, how you expect prosperity to come in the future if you ain't even showing gratitude for what you have now and who you are now? Like, acknowledge. Say you have the inner condition of lack, right? You got an inner condition of lack. You become a millionaire. Guess what? The money ain't gonna make it no different. You still gonna have the inner condition of lack. That's why I stress to you all to go within and do the work, the inner work, the shadow work. Like, or continue to live in lack. It don't matter if you're a millionaire or not. A lot of millionaires all the times. There's nothing wrong for you allowing your current situation to inspire you to become a millionaire, but you got to do the inner work too. Or there's plenty of people with money, plenty of millionaires that feel unfulfilled. There is no satisfaction really there because they didn't do the inner work. They didn't do the shadow work. I mean, they did the work to become a millionaire, yes, but that didn't change how they felt within. So that's why I'm telling you to do the inner work now. So when you come across the millions, you can enjoy it and just live life to the fullest. There is a lot of experiences that money can buy you, right? But you still gonna feel that emptiness, that void within because you ain't do the work. So make sure you do the work so that you can have those millions. You can be fulfilled within, and there is no sense of lack. Because you've done it and you're still doing it. I'm telling you, healing is a lifelong journey. Loving yourself is a lifelong journey. It's forever, like whatever forever means until your time here expires. So learn to love yourself, learn to be present in the moment, and learn to do the inner work. I love y'all. Drop them green hearts if you can relate, or if you digging or you feeling this information. Go ahead and drop them green hearts. Share your experience with me.